YouTube. I'm TENIME, this is Threeps, and this is Master Debater, the show where we discuss opposing views on all manner of nerdy topics. We've totally changed and washed our clothes from last time. We're definitely not filming these episodes back to back. The rules, as always, are no biting, no hits below the belt, and only one your mom per person per episode. Today's topic, once again, is toys.
Or collectibles.
I almost wasted. Why? What
would that? Your mom's a collectible? That's stupid. That doesn't count.
It does not count. Yeah. Well, last episode, we didn't do it at all. The first episode, I blew my wad too early, and you didn't do it. And then last episode, neither of us did it. So we're gonna try and get your mom in here. So we're gonna try and get your mom in here. We just lost more subscribers. More thumbs down. YouTube's gonna lock our channel. Alright, and today's topics are Funko Pops and army building.
Okay.
You're gonna be the Debbie Downer.
Okay. I'm the heel.
That's why I tried to pick Texas Chainsaw since I didn't like it, so that you're not always the heel, Let's root for him sometimes. He's a good guy.
Nope.
So,
okay.
Which one do you want to start on?
I hate Funko Pops. Next topic.
Okay, I don't love Funko Pops, but there are some, so why I like Funko Pops, I guess I'll go first. I do tend to prefer cartoony. For my artwork, I do tend to draw heads a little larger than proportionate. I try not to draw them this large. I do feel that they are a little disproportionate, and that does bother me for certain characters. I don't have a pop of Uatu the Watcher. I don't know if they make a pop of Uatu the Watcher, but that's one where you want his head bigger than his body. But sometimes I tend to like a little more detail in eyes, and so the flat black circles, I'm basically doing your job for you. I think they're cute for the most part, and my favorite thing is how many insanely there's a Funko Pop of literally everything. There's literally, I don't know how they can afford the licenses, but they came out of nowhere. No one knew who this company was, and they had every license that has ever existed. I'm waiting for Benjamin Franklin or Jesus Christ Pops, I
think there are presidents ones.
Jesus Christ.
Ben Franklin's not a president, but I thought I saw George Washington or something.
Well, I have a pop of Edgar Allan Poe. So Funko, if you're watching this, William Shakespeare, please.
He's a hack. No one likes him.
Thank you for the Poe. And we're gonna have another episode where I bite his head off for not liking Shakespeare. But so I like that. So basically, no matter what you're into, you can have a collectible of it. And for a lot of properties, that's probably all you're ever gonna get. And for someone like us, where we like plastic physical representations of characters that we like, I don't think The Good Place is ever going to get action figures. But I have pops of Eleanor and Michael and Chidi and Jason and Tahani and the love of my life, Janet. So I like that I like that I can have The Good Place characters on my shelf, on display, and I'm not gonna get that anywhere else. I would love for some company to make good place action figures. I mean, you know, the more generically dressed characters probably wouldn't sell that much, but you know, make a Janet in her cool flight attendant dresses in different colors. I mean, make one mold and just repaint it. You know, just make sure she comes with the cactus as an accessory, and the Funko Pop comes with the cactus. So, make the time knife. Good luck interpreting that. I mean, that's probably the best example and the best argument that I could have for that is that if there's a property that you like that you want to display in some other way other than like a t-shirt or a poster, they literally have you covered. So I mean, the biggest complaint that I don't know that I've personally experienced with Pops, definitely with other Funko items, Funko, finish the Rescue Rangers. The Disney Afternoon action figures, you literally gave Chip, Dale, Gadget, Zipper, where's Monterey Jack? Anyways, Funko Pops, they made a Funko Pop of Monterey Jack. So it's like, I know in some cases they haven't like finished full rosters. So, but by and large, I mean, I don't have them here. They're in storage, but like, I have the full cast of A Good Place. You know, I don't have some of the side characters, but I've got the main five. Janet, Michael. Six. 2 guys, 2 girls, 1 demon, 1 not a girl. Why don't you like Funko Pops?
I don't like the style. I think they're too cutesy, but not cutesy enough. I think they're too generic for the most part, where all the heads pretty much look the same with different maybe hair or a helmet. They'll have the same eyes. They all have the same nose for the most part. Same mouth. I get the idea of if something isn't made and you want a representation of that, but like, why get a Marvel Pop? Or a Star Wars, or Thundercats, or Turtles, or whatever, when there's other much, much better stuff out there. I don't like the style, basically.
Your mom's too generic.
Your mother cannot!
That's true. That is very true. But yeah, and from a collecting point of view, if you are a completionist, it's impossible. It's virtually impossible for that same reason, because if you want every Funko Pop,
there's 47,000 of them.
You better have unlimited space and bank account, because good luck.
And make sure if you're into Funko Pops, especially if you're new into Funko Pops, a little piece of advice: don't ever waver on a purchase. If you see a Funko Pop and you even consider for a second that you want to buy that Funko Pop, fucking buy that Funko Pop. Because it could be $10 now, or it could be $300 later. And if you keep the box, you might be able to resell it for $300 later if you then end up regretting your $10 purchase. So, it's always better to resell than rebuy. As all of you collectors can attest to.
Yeah, I think the only Pops I like are the Iron Maiden ones. I think those are the only ones that I've been like, I want those.
Which sucks, because I used to have Eddie right behind you before I packed him away. Check our first episode. I'm pretty sure you could see him behind Threeps.
Transformers.
A lot of things.
But yeah, I mean, they just don't, they do like literally nothing for me.
And in most cases, they do literally nothing. Like, Marvel and Star Wars, for licensing reasons, have to be bobbleheads. And then the rest have neck articulation, but... yeah.
And I think how they got all the licenses is they're in some weird niche where they can have all these licenses. They're not competing with other license holders. Like, no one's going to go make Star Wars 6-inch figures because Hasbro does.
Right.
But Hasbro doesn't make anything like Pops. So I think they were able to get all those licenses. And because they're not doing them realistically, they're stylized, maybe the licenses are dirt cheap.
Yeah, you don't have to get likeness rights. So
Right, that too.
Josh Brolin's never going to go, this looks too much like me.
So, yeah. It's just once again, a subjective thing, but I don't own one. I probably never will. And
should we make that the subtitle? Master Debater. It's subjective.
I would think that's a given, but
on the internet, your opinion is wrong. I didn't know opinions could be wrong.
Yeah, that's like I'd rather have a Thanos 6-inch Black Series figure than that.
Up your butt.
That one would feel better in my butt. It's bigger.
You want bigger, not smaller.
Yeah.
All right.
Your mom wants bigger, not smaller.
Your mother cannot.
Oh!
Fucking whore.
Well, I can't show my mom this episode. I used to like him.
I'm just kidding, Barbara. I love you. In a very sexual way. Non-sexual way. There.
Okay. You're cut off. Army building?
I hate army building. Move on. I'm just kidding. No.
Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe.
No. I don't hate army building. I think it's cool if you have the money and the space for it, but
which I rarely do. Yet clearly.
To me, the biggest thing is I would like to have 3 multiple men. These are multiple men. Multiples of multiples of men. I would like to have 3-ish. I don't really see the point in having more than that.
15.
72 or whatever.
15. Okay, so first of all, in my defense, because it's come up occasionally on message boards, but I have never, ever cleared out a store while army building. I have never denied another collector one so I could get 2. And in terms of needing the money and space, space I gotta kind of pick and choose. Jamie takes up a fair section of my X-Men shelf. And so, it's I definitely can't army build everything. And it definitely gets expensive. And would I rather have one new figure than another of a figure that I already have 12 of? But I did not sell out any online store. I got most of them online. Dorkside Toys. I didn't sell out a single online store. I never emptied a physical store. I got a few at Targets and GameStops. Except for the ones that I got online. Everyone I got in store was on sale. There was a coupon, buy one, get one. And even then, if I found 2, I didn't do the buy one, get one for both. I bought one, and then I bought another figure that I needed. I think the M'Baku wave was out at the same time. It's I got a multiple man, and then I got Killmonger. Yeah, so because I know there's a stigma online with collectors where it's at least scalpers are selling it. They're not like army builders where they just hoard them. And hopefully you can attest, I have offered to let you, since you want 3 multiple men and you don't have any, I've offered to sell you some and not at scalper prices. So don't bother asking, because otherwise I'm going to have like everyone go, oh, well then can you sell me one? No, sorry. He's my friend. I've known him 20 fucking years. I will sell him 3 at cost. Anyone else, I'm sorry you missed out. Like, they were like, unlike almost every single new figure in the last year and a half that, you know, sells out and is never restocked, the only reason I was able to get to 15 Multiple Men is patience. He was available for at least 6 to 8 months after they came out. Like I said, I initially got a case of them off Dorkside, and then anyone I got after that was, oh, here's one. Here's
one. Did they ship straight cases of him?
And here's one. They did. I don't know if they had to like request that from Hasbro or not, but like, I mean, I anytime I saw them in stores, I only saw a couple, you know, so I assumed that like big box stores just got a generic case of, you know,
maybe they were 2 per case.
2 of each figure or whatever. But I never emptied the shelf. So I know my side of the debate is supposed to be pro army builder, and I've just been sitting here defending the practice of doing it. I just like, in terms of Multiple Men, like, I mean, you know, for stormtroopers, I don't want just one stormtrooper for Luke or Rey to go against, you know. For Dora Milaje, I don't want just one faceless troop behind Okoye and Ayo backing up T'Challa. Rest in power. But like Multiple Man, I mean, clearly I'm a big X-Men fan, especially 90s, when I started getting into X-Men specifically. And of all of the mutants, and especially the 90s mutants, Multiple Man is my favorite. And just what better way to illustrate his power, like, instead of like, you know, a hand position or a glowy effect around a hand, or strategically placed pink clouds for Nightcrawler's Bamf. Like, what better way to illustrate Multiple Man's multiplication by buying 15 of them? So, and I if he wants 3, I will go down to 12. But if he ever doesn't want them, he has to sell them back to me at cost.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's just, it's more of a me being broke and limited on space, that if I'm, like you said earlier, do I want to buy 5 stormtroopers, or do I want to buy 1 stormtrooper and a Boba and a Luke and a whoever it happens to be, instead of just the same figure? Now, I think 3 is a nice number. When you start getting more than that, that's when it becomes like, I don't know, not an issue.
Problematic.
I don't really see the real point. Once again, if you've got a big budget and tons of room, then cool. But if you're doing a lot of photography, I get it. But
blue screen, just, you know, copy paste.
Yeah, you could repose them and do that, yeah. But then that loses the natural aspect of it. But yeah, and especially, like, I'm a big Star Wars guy, obviously, and if I wanted to army build all those troops, that's all I'd have. I'd have a dozen stormtroopers, a dozen snowtroopers, a dozen AT-AT drivers, a dozen generic, you know, not that I could find them, but the loyalist Mandos or the Super Mandos or the
Stop. Store exclusives.
Or Tuskens, which were very difficult to get for a long time, and Jawas and Gamorreans, and Goes on and on and on.
How is that pronounced?
What?
I've always said Gamorrean.
I always said Gamorrean.
I've never heard it pronounced in... So, like, I'm a big... I don't want to say grammar... because even though we're not monetized, I don't want YouTube flagging me because they think that we're some alt-right extremist. So it's like, I'm a grammar enthusiast.
A grammar dick.
I try and be nice about it. And so it absolutely drives me crazy when, you know what grinds my gears? We're going to change the whole format of this video. Just like YouTubers whose job it is to be a YouTuber. It's like, that's your job. It's like, you don't have a 9-to-5. That is your 9-to-5. So many of us would kill to do that for a living, and you can't do the research to figure out how to pronounce words or names, especially if you're talking about like movies or TV and you pronounce an actor's name wrong. It's like, that's so unprofessional. But then there's the issues where I can't get upset about it because I don't know what the correct pronunciation is because I've never heard it before. Maybe if you know definitively, we consider ourselves pretty big Star Wars fans, but we're not as extreme as some Star Wars fans. And I don't mean that as an insult. I absolutely mean that as a compliment. Put it in the comments if you know how to pronounce Gamorrean or Gamorrean. The green pig guards from Jabba's palace. How do you pronounce that? I have no freaking clue. So,
I think that's something that's probably in the a visual dictionary or something that might be phonetically.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. I've just always said Gamorrean. I'm not even sure off the top of my head how it's spelled.
Gamorrean. Spelling bee champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? English language sucks for anybody out there. I get why it's tough to learn it because so many words mean the same damn thing, and
it's probably on Wikipedia.
Probably.
So
yeah, I guess.
By the time you edit this, I'm sure you can throw up the phonetic as a graphic in front of us. It's pronounced. Hopefully I didn't go off camera with that.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Okay, then we'll do it Japanese style, right to left.
That's even more confusing. Well, I think that's all we have for today, unless you have anything else to add for Pops or building of said armies.
I think it looks cool.
That's not wrong.
Do you want Darth Vader flanked by one stormtrooper, or do you want Darth Vader flanked by 4,000 stormtroopers? I do not have 4,000 stormtroopers.
For starter ones, he does.
No, I don't.
3,700. Okay.
I might have fewer stormtroopers than multiple men, but what's really going to cheese off Star Wars fans is it's the First Order stormtrooper. I absolutely prefer the original trilogy in terms of quality, but in terms of stormtrooper design, specifically the helmet, not even as a kid, and now here comes all the unsubscribes and thumbs down. I've never liked the classic stormtrooper helmet design. I think it's weird looking. Like the eyes are droopy and that nasal vent looks like a frowny mouth. But the First Order stormtrooper looks awesome. Yes, it kind of looks like a duck, but I really like them. So I don't know. I've got like 10. Maybe I've got 15 of them. I don't know.
That's the problem when you don't know.
You made me get the last one.
I made you. Yeah, I put a gun to your prostate and said you have to buy this. Said, hey, look, this is cheap. Okay, I'll buy it. That's my fault, though, I guess.
Yeah.
But anyways, let us know what you think in the commenty thingy mob bobber below. Like, subscribe, do the YouTube thing. And be sure to check out
Threeps Channel
for the next episode.
Link in the description.
No, it's not. I'm not putting it in there.
You son of a bitch.
It'll be in there, maybe.
Thank you for watching.
Goodbye.